YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back on the Baktria campaign. After the last episode, I started recording again, and then I accidentally meant to hit end battle and accidentally hit quit game. But not much really changed. After that turn that after the turn that I had ended, I did get attacked by the Persians in an ambush. I left this army that was coming to reinforce. I think I mentioned it in the last episode. In forced march, and it's getting ambushed by the Persians. So this will be interesting. I haven't gotten to fight an ambush battle for you all, not on this campaign at least. I think I got to do it in the Carthage campaign. These are always fun. We'll see what the Persians decide to do. Of course, that means that my men are caught in column formation. I think it lowers their morale. We'll see what happens here. I think right off the bat I'm going to want to scatter my cavalry and then form lines with my infantry. We'll see though. It depends on what the Persians bring at me and how well they try and surround me. So here we go. Alright, my general's screaming for defensive positions. Here come the Persians. Ooh, I see all kinds of unguarded skirmishers over here. So, although the AI did a good job to surround me, the units that they chose to surround me with maybe not so much. So, I'm going to immediately get into the AI foot skirmishers, and I'm pulling up my pikemen. 2% a line.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay. And my cavalry making short work of their foot skirmishers and a few horse skirmishers, though my general's taking considerable damage to these eastern javelin men, which is understandable. They're a javelin unit, they're effective versus armor. So I'm going to go take him out real quick. Okay, I'm going to have to pull my general out of that fight now because there's reinforcing infantry. Okay, the Persians engaged me frontally. So my pikemen are doing alright. This unit's taken quite a few javelins though from that horse skirmisher. Let's chase off that horse skirmisher, get my general to safety. Yeah, my pikemen are actually doing a really great job holding up front. Doesn't look like these thorax swordmen are getting a whole lot of penetration. I'm guessing you probably want to take them out of formation attack if you were going to attack a phalanx head-on, but then again, maybe not, because units seem to last longer in formation attack. Just going to try and chase down this skirmisher, horse skirmisher. They're really after my general with this infantry. That eastern javelinman's not quite dead. And that horse skirmisher unit is still in skirmish mode. Well, here's my opportunity to attack a phalanx. So I'm going to take this unit out of formation attack, leave this one in. Cut their thorax swordsman there. Oh, they are really chasing my general. Okay, I've got their pike unit surrounded. I took this thorax sword off of formation attack, and they're still not dying real quickly. It looks like pike units are just better at holding right now. And let's see. Managed to get into those eastern javelin men, but they've reinforced with the thorax sword unit, so it's time for me to get out of there. I'm gonna switch up some of these units here and get ready to... Stupid eastern javelin men. Did you die already? Gotta get away from these thorax swordsmen with my Baktrian horse. Might be able to sandwich those swordsmen. Alright, so we've managed to kill their pike unit with my swordsmen. And let's see if we can use my general to set up some hammer and anvil strikes. Alright, these two Baktrian horse are free now.
The battle is turning in our favor.
And I should be able to sandwich these thorax swordsmen with these two units. They went into a shield wall just there, so I'm actually going to pull back. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get them surrounded there, so I'll completely surround these thorax swordsmen with my melee cav. They should do alright. At least I think they will. They have a bonus versus infantry. Yeah, a 20 bonus versus infantry, and pretty sturdy attack, so I would expect these thorax swordsmen are gonna get cut down. Let's use my general to do a hammer and anvil strike on these pikemen. Here's my pikemen. These guys are out of pike formation. Interesting. I'm going to do a trample charge into the back. The AI turned its troops to face me, but it's not braced. So those pikemen are going to get nailed by my cataphracts. Of course, my general unit is taking a lot of damage there. I'm going to take these thorax pikemen out of phalanx. Same thing here, and charge in to see if I can just try and finish off those units. Sorry, my stupid anti-spyware stuff was popping up. Don't know what it looked like on your screen, but it was an annoyance on mine. Alright, enemy general's dead. Their unit should be routing here. My general managed to live, which is good. So we fought our way out of the ambush, so that's always a positive. Alright, so we pretty much killed every Persian in that army too. They only got away with a few levy pikemen, a couple of eastern javelin men, and some mercenary Persian archers. So I'd say that was a success for the army that was ambushed. We will have to retrain though, which might take a couple of turns. But that's okay, they can kind of garrison Raga, and I can send that other army north like I was planning. So the Quidri have negotiated peace with Persia as well. The Quidri are now negotiating peace with all my enemies, which is interesting. I'll take them out just the same as anybody else if I have to.
Ready for battle.
Okay, I'm going to take this army back to Ecbatana towards the Armenians, garrison this army here. So we are turning around the public order in this area now. That's good. And I can build some farms here. Food is still needed at this early point in my campaign. Let's go ahead and build the buildings that are going to affect public order first. Get an amphitheatron. And, let's see. I'd like to build a satrap's palace because I can train Baktrian, or it provides those extra garrison units. That would be pretty helpful. Does spread Eastern influence though, but as long as I'm spreading more Hellenic influence than Eastern influence, I should be fine, which it looks like I am, at least for now. Alright, I'll use all my money to upgrade those. Looks like we're set there. Still got Median agents all over Edessa. Don't have a ton of money, but let's see if we can at least deal with some of them.
I shall have words with them.
I hate when it hinders the agents. Well, I mean, I like it because it's better than nothing, but it's kind of frustrating. It's like, come on. Early manipulation failed. So I'm not going to accomplish anything with those Median agents on this particular turn, but in this particular thing, when I didn't end that turn, or this Median army didn't attack me this time when I ended the turn, because I had to go back to the previous autosave whenever I accidentally turned the game off. So I think what we'll do is go and attack Media Atropatene at Dura and put them out of their misery. We've beaten this army once while defending, and I don't see why we can't beat it while attacking. So let's attempt a night attack. It'll cut off some of these reinforcements and make this a little easier. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack them. Do a quick night attack. I'm really just going to use my thorax swordsmen and cavalry. I think it's all I need in order to pull this off. My pikemen will kind of just slow me down. Though I could just use them as melee infantry. They're going to be better than anything they're coming up against. Oh, the enemy sallies out to fight me at night. I didn't know they could do that. Well, I don't think that it was a very good idea for them to do such a thing, because now it actually brings my pikes very much into play. My swordsman ready. I'm gonna put my
Citizen cavalry.
citizen cav on that flank, general here, and I'll just use my
Horse archers.
horse archers to do some scouting.
As you say.
Light infantry, ready!
Okay, let's go ahead and get things moving.
Double time. The enemy march. On at the double.
Alright,
Horse archers.
got all my units on the move now. They sallied against me and they're sitting on their duff. I guess I'm still the attacker. Yeah, I'm still the attacker. That's why they're sitting still. That's interesting. They sally out, but I'm the attacker. Wouldn't that make them the attacker? I don't really care because I'm going to kill them one way or the other, but it's kind of an interesting... I mean, I'm trying to figure that out. It seems kind of strange. It seems like it should be the other way around. Those eastern slingers outrange my horse archers, so I'm going to keep my horse archers actually out on a flank as well.
Horse archers.
Got my pikemen.
Quick march. Melee troops awaiting orders. Four-axe swordsmen. Advance.
Take a look at some of these units. I haven't looked up close at these citizen cav. Kind of just look like hoplites on horseback. Man, the moon looks cool at night on the game, that's for sure. Good stuff. Okay, got all my units moving up here. I'm going to be in position shortly. The enemy slingers are going to be in range of me. Mine should be in range of them. In fact, I'm going to leave my pikes behind my infantry, or behind my slingers for a minute, let them do some skirmishing.
Awaiting orders.
Just get them going there.
Ready for orders. Citizen cavalry.
Alright, my slingers have opened fire.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Now that their guys are in range the way I like,
Ready. Quickly now.
pull these guys in here too.
General.
Let's pull our general out. Countercharge these mob
Our
and
hidden units have been discovered.
hillmen.
Four-axe swordsmen. Engage. Yours to command. Baktrians. Commander.
That's that Persian cav.
Citizen cavalry.
I'll have one of my citizen cav take him head on, and then I'll use the other to outflank.
Commander.
That's interesting. Some of this Persian infantry's
Four-axe swordsmen.
running away from the front of my pikes, which, don't get me wrong, is a good move, but
Four-axe swordsmen.
I'm not going to let them get away with it. I want to hurt them. I'm going to trample charge into the back of this enemy Persian cav. War cry it as well.
Yes, commander.
So here comes my general's cataphract charge into the back of all these men.
Our general is under attack.
That's got to be a devastating charge. Yep. And all those units are routing. And we've got a hold of these units here.
Advance.
Yeah, we crushed the enemy general back there.
Charge. Citizen cavalry.
The enemy general is dead.
Enemy general's dead, and my cataphracts are going to get into the back of these spearmen who are pinned with pikes on the other side. So a gruesome fate for those poor Eastern infantry. Poor Eastern infantry. I so don't care that they got mercilessly killed by my men. So, alright, fantastic. Looks like we've taken out the Persian forces with minimal losses, which is always helpful when you're playing a campaign. Alright. Ooh, a face stabbing for the Persians. Brutal. Alright, both these armies completely destroyed, and we're going to occupy.
We hunger for battle.
And their armies that didn't get to participate are going to make off alive. I don't have quite enough movement to chase them down. Hopefully they'll turn back around and attack me. But I don't know that we can count on that. It'd certainly be good for me, but good for me, not for them. But That gives me another province in Antioch too, which is nice. That'll always help out. I don't have enough money quite to expand Antioch because we spent most of our money over here on this province, which is in good shape at the moment. Let's see if there's any... Yep, there are some upgrades. The Brothers of Patchy. I can make their missile units better, or I can make their spear units better, or I can use this one, which makes all the units better in melee attack, so I'll do that. Servants of Sharon. Get this guy strategist so that we can eventually open up night battles. Those come in handy from time to time to just make your task a little bit easier, because you can cut off enemy reinforcements. See, these guys are at war. Oh, Trapesos took this from the Scythians. That's fantastic.
At your command.
It doesn't look like I suffer attrition anywhere out here either, but I'm going to just stay in Samandar and make sure the province doesn't get out of hand. Sweet. So the Scythians got beat up on. Pontus is putting the hurt on Armenia too. Check this out, man. They've absolutely trounced through Armenia. Armenia's only got a few settlements left over here. Let's see. See, I own all of this province. Part of me is just interested in letting Pontus finish off Armenia, because if they do, that would be fantastic for me. Is Pontus my defensive ally? Yeah, they're defensive ally. I'd like to have just a straight-up military alliance with them, but I don't know if they'll do it. In any case, they're so far a good defensive ally. And it looks like we've got Persia backed up into these settlements here. Way down at this end of the map. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. I don't think there's a whole lot else that we can do on this particular turn. Making good progress at putting down the Persians, and Armenians, like I said, getting destroyed by Pontus, which is extraordinarily helpful. Royal Scythia not doing so well either. Got pushed off by Trapesos, I think, was the name of that faction.
We ask only a little. Turn your mighty fist against this most annoying of foes.
Yeah, you know what? These guys like me, and the Quidri, the whole thing didn't work out for me, so I'm gonna take their offer there, because I have some treaties with them, and I want to honor those treaties. Even though I don't really care to declare war on the Quidri right now. Not like I have armies to spare, but it'll definitely just help me make sure that keep my allies close. That way I can focus on the Patchy's quest stuff. I want to get a chance to go try and invade Britannia and also eliminate the Carthage faction. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Come on! Okay, the Medians coming back after me. It looks like they were not successful in their bid to kill my general or whatever it was they were attempting to do. So all the Median armies coming against me, and look, they all of a sudden got all these mercenary horse skirmishers. And mercenary hillmen. I guess they recruited a bunch of mercenaries. Mercenary Eastern Javelin. Now, those guys are a little bit scary. If they get close to you, they can do some serious damage. It says they have an advantage. I'd like to know how they figure, because I have a feeling that these guys are going to get absolutely wiped out. Yeah, I just don't see this going well for Media, but that's fine. I'm glad they're attacking me. Alright. I have some weak garrison units that haven't quite retrained since I took the city. That's kind of cool, this whole little eastern complex here. That's neat. Alright, so the opening force of Medians is coming from this direction. I think what I want to do is use my swords to destroy them. I'll leave my pikes back here in the town center, along with my slingers,
Citizen cavalry.
and send my citizen cav and horse archers out here to do some work. Huh, well, I guess I need to go this way. And I'll keep my general right here in the town center until I see where the other troops are coming from as well. So let's go ahead and start the battle.
We await your command. Citizen cavalry.
If we are victorious,
Okay, so I'm going to lash out here.
for their favor and
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Now, why would you be going that direction?
must do our parts as well.
Alright,
Fight with honor.
Yeah, we've got Medians coming in from multiple directions. I'll have to keep an eye on the mini-map, just make sure I don't botch any of these engagements. I'm going to take these guys out of formation attack to fight against these light infantry, just to see what the mechanics of it look like. Okay, all these skirmishers just got left. So the AI, once again, not guarding its skirmishers. Here comes the non-formation attack charge of my Thorax Swordsmen. So you can see them, they just don't stay in the same blocky formation. My guys appear to probably get a better charge, though, because they're not stuck in a formation. Okay, my horse archers back here tearing these guys up. So this worked out just like I hope it would, this opening sequence of the battle at least.
The enemy general is
These
dead.
guys can go ahead and come back here. And I've destroyed both the spearman unit. It'd be interesting. I can't wait to get some time to do some more research to try and figure out if there's good times to not use formation attack and to use it. Some mercenary eastern javelinmen there that were getting javelins into me and actually killed a fair number of my horses. More than I'd like to see, at least. Of course, I could be killing my own horses with friendly fire, too. I'll go ahead and turn fire at will off.
Orders understood. Citizen cavalry.
Okay, that's where a whole bunch more of their skirmishers are back here, and they're bringing up some infantry in this direction. Let's go ahead and bring my horsemen back over here. Okay, another big group of them coming in over here. Tons of skirmishers. AI is making some strange moves, though, to try and take the city. Can't say I understand them. They are the attacker, and I did attack them in the middle of their attack. So I don't know how that plays into what the AI decides to do or not. Let's just see what happens here. It looks like they're bringing up some elite Persian archers this direction. Those are going to be bait for my general, I think. Go ahead and take them out. And let's take these 2 units of pikes to blockade this area. Okay, there's some more Persian units back here. Some mercenary hillmen. Yeah, so there are some units moving this direction. Just put my horses up here behind some of my infantry. This Persian archer is running away, of course, and they should. Getting charged by Hellenic cataphracts is enough to ruin your day when you're a light unit. And these guys are a light unit. Come on, guys, go into charge mode. Take them down. Cataphracts are super heavy, so they're not real fast. My guys never did a charge animation, though. It could be because their unit wasn't really in formation.
Our general is under attack.
Alright, so we've managed to catch those archers. They should be dead. They're not dying very quickly, though, considering they just got caught by Hellenic cataphracts. Not sure what's going on here. Look at what are my guys doing? Like inching forward there? That's really strange. Okay, now the Persian archers are starting to fall pretty quick. AI is running around all kinds of directions. Like, look at them just out here. Like, what are you doing out here? Just trying to make sure you're good and worn out before the battle? Can't say I understand it. Alright, those elite Persian archers are dead. Guys getting chased down and stabbed to death. Alright, I'm just going to bring my general back in and let him rest. I'm going to fast forward for a minute and just see what it is the AI is doing. I don't feel like chasing them all over the map with my units, especially since they have kind of light infantry and they're fairly quick. So I can't say I'm real impressed with how the AI is handling these small siege battles. They leave all of their skirmishers out here. And again, I haven't started this in patch 9, so I don't know that this is fully the case, but look at these strange pockets here on the map that they've got going on. Their infantry moving around, leaving their skirmishers pretty well unprotected. Now it looks like the whole mass of them may be moving. We'll see, though. I'm just going to let it fast forward for a second, and I don't really want to just sit around. Like I said, I don't want to just chase them. Alright. These units back here still doing nothing. They've got some Eastern Spearmen who are going to come attack me here, I guess. Let's see what pikemen look like out of formation and out of pike phalanx. This might be fun. Should still be considerably better than these Eastern Spearmen. These guys aren't supported yet. These Eastern Spearmen. I'm thinking they'll still do just fine against this Eastern Spearman. Yeah, they're doing great. Taking these guys out fairly quick. I don't think they've lost a single man yet, actually. They have a pretty decent melee attack. It's just not a whole lot of weapon damage. But against a unit without a whole lot of hit points like this Eastern Spearman, I've only lost one guy and killed a fair number of theirs. But they are bringing in reinforcements now, so I probably don't want to continue in this kind of fight. I'm going to pull back.
Understood. Yes, come on.
And form a phalanx.
Advance at speed. At speed. Double time. As you command.
Okay, I've now got a phalanx formation going. The enemy has a lot of Eastern infantry approaching.
Pikemen. Move out.
My slingers are in fire at will. I'm actually going to turn them off for a second because I don't want them shooting my own pikes in the back.
Pikes at the ready. Commander.
I'm just going to leave this pike here in case the enemy moves to outflank me. Alright, now of course my men are in pike formation. Won't have any trouble cutting down these Eastern Spearmen. They didn't even have any when they were out of it. They've got some troops moving around this side here. I'll just make sure they're blocked. Yeah, all the Eastern Spearmen over here are just completely blocked off by these two pike units. And these are thorax pikes too. They're not the best pikes, but they're pretty tough. And especially since my guys have a couple of chevrons, they'll be pretty good. So if this was just a levy pikeman, it'd still probably beat these Eastern Spear units, but it'd be a closer fight probably. And check out these guys. I got this street piked off too. There's not anybody going to get through there. It looked like these guys were trying to make their way around. So sorry this is so boring. Ended up being lame because the AI won't just come attack me for whatever reason. Well, I mean they are, but they do it so foolishly. I mean look at their units spread out all over the map. What is this? Look on the mini-map. Is that the run around the red line and hope for the best? Like hope that the gods strike down air with lightning for all of his misdeeds? So yeah, I don't see that working. The pikemen really seem to be holding their front better. Of course these are lightly armored units, so I probably shouldn't make too much of it yet. But yeah, they seem to hold their formation well, so it's good to see that behavior doing that. Check out the Eastern Spearmen all just standing right outside of my pike engagement.
Pack them down. Ready. By your command.
Just gonna go ahead and march forward and keep killing these guys. And
General.
I bring my general back around here and see if we can charge into the back of some of these units and finish this off quicker.
Orders. Orders understood. By your command. Pike infantry. Ready. To arms.
Alright. See if we can finish off these pikemen.
Pack them down. Cut them down. Thorax pikemen.
Come on, let's go.
General.
Get my general around over here. Alright, the Eastern Spearmen in this area shaken.
General. Thorax pikemen.
Look at these guys trying to slink around my units up here against these buildings. That's pretty funny.
Pikes at the ready. Yes, Commander. Thorax pikemen.
Alright. Well, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode, folks, and it looks like this is going to be one of those battles that I may have to fast forward through, so apologize if the end of this was a little bit lame, but I will see you all soon.